Hello, family. Welcome to another episode of the Live Run Balance Show. I'm your host, Kenneth Pinkney. We are back here again, Milestone Running Shop here at North Park in a beautiful overcast morning. So I appreciate Milestone allowing me to just do another Live Run Balance show. Today, guests, just not just guests, but there's some friends in the running community. I think who I came across, so maybe it could be about 5 years ago, 4 years ago, at like a running event, like a Unity run. And I saw V. It's like okay, I'm not talking to her. I think talk to V. And just I was okay, introduce myself and yada yada yada. So yeah, and I find out her and her friend, founders of the Santa Mujeres Run Club. And so yeah. So welcome into the show, the Santa Mujeres Run Club, Virginia V, aka Virginia, Camacho, yeah, so get me right, and Priscilla, Rojas, my bad, Rojas, yeah, my wife tell me about butchering people's names, so yeah, I definitely want to get it right, So yeah, so about five years ago, they come together with idea to start this all female run groups. So not only have runners, but they not have a run group, but also they're a non-profit organization just recently, and they truly have a big impact community of running and an inspiration to many. So the Santa Mujeres, I just sharing a little bit about y'all, have been a topic discussion among some of the major big town runners and corporation, like Born to Know, too. Your feature talk about that book. Also the feature REI podcast. Also they highlighted in TEDx talks. So I gotta find out more about that. And the KPBS. The interview on them. And so also they voted 2022 Best Run Club in San Diego by San Diego Reader. Also they are race ambassador for ERS event. And also recently Priscilla was like advisor council for Broken Arrow. We'll talk a little bit more about that. So all that said, welcome V, Virginia, and Priscilla to Live Run Balance Show. Thank you.
Thank you for
Yes.
having us.
So how y'all feeling this morning, today?
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Let's get into it.
Okay, yeah, definitely. And come more stuff. I'll forget. No, I got my cue cards right here, and so yeah, I'm gonna just go on script. Yeah, V, I'm Priscilla, represent LA Marathon Ambassador. V, run coach, part of the CrossFit community, Leviticus, San Diego, shout out to them also. And some many stuff, so yeah. So first, let's start pre-Santa Mujeres Run Club. How y'all met, your relationship, and all that. Tell me a little bit more of that everybody just really don't know.
We met, I think, around 2011, 2012. I just moved to San Diego, so music's been a big part of my life. So I would go to local music shows, little underground places in Barrio Logan, Cava Lounge, like these places I don't think exist anymore. But that's where we met, out in the music scene and friends and stuff. And then I think we really bonded, I would say, in a hiking trip we took to Anza Borrego. We're like, okay, we can dance, party, but then let's go on a hike.
Yeah, do something different.
And I think that's where our friendship blossomed. And then just years go by, then 2018, I think we did the Triple Crown. She's been active and running.
Okay. Yeah.
If you want to
Yeah.
share that.
So we met in the art and music kind of scene, which was really cool. It was both a really big part of our lives prior to, I'd say, really diving into the running community. And we definitely had a lot of fun during those years. We did a lot of things together too. But at some point we also got serious about our running, and we were both kind of running separately, but we would kind of come together and then talk about it. And I think Priscilla was probably the only friend that I had that I could maybe like talk to about running and share running things with, that maybe understood what I was talking about, because I didn't really have any other running friends.
Oh, fair. Okay.
So when Priscilla decided to do the Triple Crown for the first time,
Yeah.
she actually went on that journey on her own.
Okay.
And I was also running at the time, but I wasn't running races at the time.
Yeah.
So Priscilla she was the one that kind of dove in headfirst into that. But after doing that for the year, she came back to me and she was like, "Hey, we got to do this together."
Okay.
And I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
let's do it."
And I think that's kind of the whole story of Santa Mujeres. It's like we want to share something with other folks.
Yeah.
And then so 2019 we did Triple Crown together. We did some of our long ones together. I remember going along the coast, Torrey Pines, and all that for La Jolla. Just training together. But again, we have different paces. But just being out there together, knowing that somebody's out there together.
Right.
And then I think 2020 came. Virginia went out to do her first marathon.
Okay.
This is before the pandemic closure. So this is January 2020, Carlos Bad marathon. She does her marathon. I do again my third Triple Crown because I was going for the triple.
Wow.
And I do dive head first into everything.
Yeah.
And I remember this sitting down at the beer garden, having our beers and just chatting. Imagine if we had our crew, our friends, our family here, a crew of ladies just hanging out. So I think that's really where the little idea of Santa Mujeres started.
So you were doing your Triple Crown before the birth of Santa Mujeres.
Yes.
Yeah. So you do. So you're all into the scene. Yeah. So you're doing it by yourself, no friend, no group, nothing like that. Okay.
We had a couple of
friends,
I guess. Your sister-in-law Gabby joined us one time.
Okay.
We may or may not have had like another friend join us at some point during like one of those races, but we pretty much just had each other. But we knew that we wanted to have more friends, or bring more people out, and kind of both of us starting from the bottom. We also know just like what it takes to like get to that point, and it's kind of like, well, if we can do it, you can do it. So I think that was also like inspiring us and motivating us to like want to get other people involved in it.
Okay then. So the idea of Santa Mujeres Run Club, the logo, getting the word out. So how was the idea of the name come about? Y'all was sitting down with that table, y'all at the run. They call this group Santa Mujeres Run Club. So explain that, how you come with the name.
No, that's really how it went down. I think we were at Border X Brewing. We really sat down with our little notebooks and we really dreamed up Santa Mujeres. The name Santa Mujeres means like, Santa means holy if you translate it, but to us it means it's sacred. So sacred woman. We think women are magic. We think we have, superpowers. It's just about the beautiful thing about being a woman. So that's where the name comes from. But we really, I don't know, we wrote everything down. We had clear intentions of what we wanted it to look like. Yes, at the beginning we wanted it to be just women. So when October 1st, 2020 came, that was our first run, so we're about to hit 5 years. We started planning in August. Like it wasn't like, let's just start this. Even before that, because again, we've been talking in January 2020. I think then when the world kind of shut down for the pandemic, it gave us the time to really sit down and process everything. And then we had our little meetings and like we chatted about it.
Meet at restaurants, we'd meet at our house, we'd meet like the coffee shop.
It was very intentional. Like we really put like thought, heart, and soul into it.
Yeah, so I totally understand.
And I think that's why Santa Mujeres is what it is, because it was with good intention.
Good intention,
Like it's wild to think now, 5 years later, that these not little ideas, but these dreams came into fruition and so fast, and then we just kept dreaming bigger and bigger and bigger.
I see the whole process, of leaps and bounds, I could talk about, as we talk about, like, for getting the word out, how y'all get the word out, so y'all create it. You got an idea, you just got somebody to design the logo, So I got somebody. Yeah,
No,
Priscilla
I
did it.
actually did
Yeah.
the logo.
Okay, you done logo. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Up until recently, I've done all the logos and
Oh, okay.
graphics for Santa Mujeres. It's
Okay.
like, again, like we come from the art and music background. Like
Yeah,
that's
music.
what we love to do.
Okay.
So it's like my creative outlet as well as much my physical and mental health. Like it's my creative outlet as a Santa Mujeres, like creating things.
Okay.
Everything that we've done, I mean, I would say up to thus far, like we're really fortunate now. We have a lot of resources, but everything up to this point has been completely grassroots.
Yeah.
Everything that you see that comes out of us has been out of us.
Yeah.
We've created all of the everything that's or we've put it together. But yeah, it's been awesome.
Been a ride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
DIY from the beginning.
Yeah.
We really believed in our idea and dream and wanted to create the space. So it's all us. All those hours was us volunteering. To this day, we don't get paid for anything. It just all goes back to the community, and that's
awesome.
why we became a nonprofit to better serve our community.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask talk about that. The nonprofit,
But
that's big. From not just being in. I like I said, going on my script. So we on a nonprofit. Yeah, I started off, just I don't know too many running group that are not that nonprofit. There's probably a few, but I just like a regular run group and just not to a nonprofit. I consider that pretty big,
That was always our intention.
Okay.
We like we said when we sat down and we were really planning this,
Yeah.
like everything was so intentional down to the distances that we run and how we lead the group. Everything was really, really intentional, but that was also something that we were really intentional about.
That's good. On the question they have right now, so having two people, they make it easier to have both of y'all doing it together,
Starting or knowing that we always wanted to make this a nonprofit, we knew that this was something that we could always turn to the community. So we're really proud that we've made those huge steps already.
So first run group get together, how do y'all get the word out? How y'all first got the word out about this running group called Santa Mujeres?
So we have Instagram. To this day, that's our only actual social media page.
Okay.
So we started with Instagram, and I think we just kind of got all of our friends and family to sort of follow us.
Okay.
And we had a small turnout. We planned our first run, our first meetup date, and I think there was 5 of us. And the first maybe month or so, that was probably our average, give or take. But we were really fortunate that there was a couple of other groups out at the time that were getting kind of big in 2020. And so there was another resource out there called The Rundown. That was something that I found during COVID.
Okay.
And I was like super, super excited about because it shared a lot of information. For runners that you kind of couldn't find anywhere else, especially like about our local running community. So I really, really loved that. And I was already like kind of a follower of that. So we were really fortunate that they actually found us just with our Instagram kind of out there. We didn't have a whole lot of followers. We had maybe 100 followers or something. We didn't have a ton of followers, but somehow they found us, and I think we were also doing a little bit of work of like trying to put ourselves out there too. We were like going to run clubs and
absolutely.
we were like trying to spread the word about ourselves. And so they caught wind of us, and that helped us get our name out there too. Because then that became something we were on their calendar, and so people could see that there was a run on Thursdays at 6 o'clock in Balboa Park with us. And so that helped get some of our first club members, like Grizzy, actually, I think found us that way.
Chris!
Shout out.
Shout out to Chris!
Grizzy.
Chris! Yes, okay. I got to do that.
And she's our board member now.
Yes, Chris! That's awesome. So as you approach 5 years birthday, so I know you probably get a chance to reflect back on the past year and how it went me to represent the running community. So what does it mean for y'all to look back the old 5 years and just able to represent like I have, you know. What does this mean?
It's funny, I'm getting like little butterflies because this whole week, I'm just reflecting has brought a lot of emotions about how far we've come. So we started as Focus just for women of color, a safe space, just for safety, community building. I don't know, just to have friends coming together. And it's blossomed into an inclusive run club led by women of color because we noticed how important our community at the time. We're both Latinas, so like. Men started coming like, well, I identify with you guys. You're like my sister, my tias, like, I feel comfortable here, So then we sat down. I'm like, okay, I was the one hesitant. I'm like, no, this is for women only. But family's so important, and your family's so important too. And like to you, it's like you're really close to your family, and we sat there and we're okay. It's gonna be for everyone.
Thinking back, I think we did have to have that conversation because we started having men show up, and it was something like we were like, okay, do we allow that? Or I totally forgot about that. But that was actually something that we had to sit down and talk about because we were like not 100% sure how comfortable everybody, the other women would feel having like us at the time. Maybe like one or two single men in the group. And of course that's grown now, and a lot of the men in our group, I think, all of them are allies, but they also feel, I think a lot of them feel like a certain, I don't know, what's the word, they feel like they have to protect us a little bit which I think is cool, and we appreciate all of our guys.
Caesar right there, the big one, the bigger supporter.
They're brothers.
And many others. Definitely.
So we appreciate all of our guys.
It's kind of funny. Like I run with different people, like back like 2020, 2021. I knew to run early in the morning out in Chula Vista. There's a group called called us at 5150. They can run like every morning like dark. I need to be the only dude. So the husband don't run. The husband damn right. None of the husband, like 5 or 6 of them. And so I need to be the only dude. That run one dude like in the dark. So they and the husband was happy that I went to. So they give me a nickname, the bodyguard. That's pretty cool. So
So we love our guys for sure.
That definitely. So that's pretty cool. To see that. I know. All female led run group. Female now we could definitely got men, but definitely the females did lead the way for this running group.
And that opened the door for whole families to show up.
Whole family. So
I
saw that.
It's like
I
the
see
whole
that.
family running with their dad. Kenneth, you're welcome. That too. Like you come out and support all of us. The number one cheerleader for everyone.
Definitely. And just to the crossover from like the street to the trails, where out there you did Priscilla, you got into the trails, and to see Carl, who part the leader for the South Bay Y, coming out on Thursday,
he's a Santa
Mujeres. So that's some awesome stuff, and just build that connection with other different running groups, and see other different running groups, see the trail runners come over, also.
So the growth from all women inclusive to 5 runners to 50 to 80 runners every Thursday to doing every race in San Diego, California.
I know. See, we could talk about that, seeing, just taking notice over the years, seeing how y'all growing by leaps and bounds, I knew to come out all regularly on Thursday and see the people that turn out, it was pretty amazing, I could know where y'all started just in a short span, and so the partnerships, the brand ambassador, and all of that. So what that mean for y'all? You just have these partnership with other different companies, being the brand ambassadors, what does that mean for you personally, also for the Santa Mujeres Running Club,
I think we think of that as like just more that we can provide to the community. Anytime that we have an opportunity to work with a brand or work with a company, it's not so much what it can do for us. It's always what it can do for our community. It's nice, for sure. we've done so much work over the last
Yeah.
few years.
Yeah.
So it is nice to receive like some nice things
Yeah,
and
yeah.
perks. It definitely helps, I think, offset some of the work that we
Yeah.
do,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah.
And we really, really appreciate it because we don't. At the end of the day, we don't make money off of this
Yeah,
at
yeah, I
all.
understand.
We put a lot of work
Yeah,
into this.
yeah.
We put hours of work into this every week.
Yeah.
But I think we always, anytime we work with a company or a brand, it's always about what that brand or company can do for our team or for our community.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think even collaborations like Game Changers, we
Yeah.
both got certified as run coach through
Yeah.
that program.
Awesome.
But that also opened the doors to get shoes for our runners
Oh,
and
yeah, that's
our leadership. We
that-
can give
that's-
something back. So it's
yeah.
always like, yes, we're doing
Able to
this,
give back,
but we're
yeah.
connecting to bring more to
Yeah.
Santa Mujeres.
That's great. So moments, all about moments, appreciate the moments, special moments, So what are some of your favorite moments over the past 5 years for the Santa Mujeres Running Group? I mean, just for y'all, again, individual, what's some favorite moments? 1 or 2. Whatever.
Yeah, for me, I think probably like all the trips I've gone on with the team.
Yeah.
Probably all of the race days. I can't even like. It's
So much.
surreal sometimes. There's
Yeah,
like
I know,
so
surreal.
much.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's everything. Honestly, like I'm grateful for every day.
Okay.
Favorite memories. Most recently, I think just expanding Santa Mujeres to the trails and taking on really
I
hard
know.
trail races.
I
They're like,
know.
Priscilla, where do you want to go do some crazy stuff? But I want to bring the whole crew.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to see someone challenge themselves to
Yeah.
do something they never thought they could do
Yeah.
and then accomplish it,
Yeah.
like that is so
Yeah, I know,
rewarding,
I
and
know.
for them to get
Yeah.
empowered that way.
Yeah.
And we talk about women empowerment. It's just not leading them. It's like, here,
Yeah.
let's go
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Let's do
Yeah.
this,
That's
or
awesome.
we'll back you up as you try this
Yeah. There you go.
crazy thing.
There you
So
go.
definitely, Santa Mujeres on the Trail has been my most favorite moments right now.
Yeah.
I think for sure it's always going to be special. Our first Triple Crown, back to Triple Crown.
Oh,
This
okay.
is really how it
Yeah,
started for
yeah,
us.
yeah.
Thank you, In Motion, from day one. You were like,
Emotions,
here's a
yeah.
discount code.
Yeah.
Here, you're welcome. Here's a tent.
Mm.
We built one of our biggest teams our first year out there. Like, it was like 20, 30 runners
Wow.
for our first Carlsbad half
Oh, wow.
marathon and 5K.
Oh, wow.
And that full circle moment, because we sat there dreaming this up,
Yeah.
to then show up with like 25 runners, like
Yeah.
that to me is still, even to this day, it's like, dang, I can't believe we're doing this. This is so cool.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna expand on that hopefully in the next year, from that same experience. And
Mm.
we really wanna start maybe potentially having like where we, not sponsor, but like give them, you don't have to pay for the race. It's so expensive.
Yeah, yeah, no, I
maybe,
know.
like, yeah, like
That's
have
all.
bibs for our runners
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
to
that-
take
that-
on things they didn't think they could do, like a half marathon.
Yeah.
Or pick one. Or we have a lot of beginners in Santa
Yeah.
Mujeres, so
Yeah.
a 5K.
Yeah, I
could
know.
Do this? Like,
Yeah.
bam.
Yeah. It's a lot of great stories from some of the members of Santa Mujeres who come in as beginners and just seeing them flourish, seeing them do things they probably they thought they couldn't do, but just seeing them accomplish that, What that meant for you, seeing that happen, seeing somebody, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know, I'm scared. But you kind of encourage them, motivate them, and you show them what's possible. How that feel like? How is that feeling?
It's invigorating. It rejuvenates my energy personally. Again, this is all a passion.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
have our regular lives,
Yes,
our regular
absolutely.
full-time jobs,
Absolutely.
relationships,
Absolutely.
family.
Absolutely.
And then this thing just took over. And not in a bad way, it just
But
takes
yeah,
over
yeah,
because
you
you're
take-
so
yeah.
passionate.
Yes.
You love it so much.
Absolutely.
So to me, when somebody, you see what it's doing to someone,
Yeah.
it's like re-energizing. Like I get pumped up
Absolutely.
again. I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. This is why it matters. When you
Right.
see the change and the benefits to
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Awesome. Love that. So, I don't want to go ask that song. But the decisions, the decision, 5 years, y'all leading the group, and now y'all making a decision to step back a little bit, So, can you talk about that a little bit? You know, to become, what decided y'all to want to do that? You know, just take a step back and let somebody else take over.
So that's always been part of our plan.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, we
It's
really
always
part of the
been
plan.
Part of
Okay.
our plan.
Okay.
You know, 5 years has been amazing. It blows my mind that we have showed up every single Thursday for 5 years. But it feels good because it's really exciting to see where we're gonna go, and it's really exciting to focus on the organization and see where we can take us as an organization. And really, like, the sky is the limit. Like, we're doing really, really cool stuff. And so it's really exciting to see where we're gonna go with that. And it's really exciting to see what our new leadership is gonna bring to the group as well, because it's gonna bring a lot of new faces. It's gonna bring a new vibe. It's gonna bring new energy. And it's gonna change a lot of new lives. So it's gonna be really exciting to see that. I'm really, really excited to see that.
Okay, so the two ladies, two gonna be two. So they've been with the group for a long time, for a while?
Yes.
Yeah, okay now.
Yeah, I think one has really been, we say OG because she was like 2021. like
Okay,
that,
yeah.
2021,
Okay.
And
Alright.
the other one, 3 years, 2 years or something like that. They've been part of it and they participate.
Okay.
Right. They're involved.
They're involved, so they know the ins and outs, so
They've
that's
definitely been there, curious and, you know, showing up.
And also, I was thinking about this, like, I think we're giving them the opportunity to expand their own skills too. Like, or you're not just a leader, but like in life, I think they're like ready to like, I can do this.
Okay.
Expanding, empowering them to do new things that they were afraid of. Maybe, like you said, they were like curious, but maybe not. Maybe yes.
I mean, we weren't even like, you know, we didn't have any experience doing what we started doing. When we started doing it, it was something that like we just got better at. It was something that we had to, you know, it was something like every Thursday we're facing fears, talking to new people. So it's just something that you get used to and makes you stronger. And so it's going to be really exciting to see these girls get new skills. And just kind of, I'm excited to see them flourish as leaders, and I'm excited to support them. I'm excited to support them as their leadership journey kind of goes on.
Okay, so that's exciting to hear, you know, and just and once you make the official announcement, that should be pretty good.
Yeah, we're passing the torch.
Passing the torch.
The next generation.
And we're still leading runs. We're still, you know, trails and weekends and stuff like that. We're still out there. But we also want you to look to these new ladies for guidance and leadership as well.
Yeah, so they're gonna be kind of like the face, the go-to. Of the group. Like, man, wow. Can you imagine that?
Yes, because it was on our goal list.
I mean, that was good.
We have always known, like, we want to maybe move, we want to change jobs, we want to like have kids or get married and like try new things, and so we always knew like we're gonna do this for as long as we can, and then we're gonna give it to people that really care about it, and we're gonna give it to the community, because we didn't want to, like, it's not about money, it's not about like, it's just about like taking care of something that is really sacred to us, and so we always knew that we were gonna try to pass it on to people that were really passionate about it too.
And during these 5 years, we set that foundation. Like,
we
really went like step by step by step, and sometimes maybe it was frustrating that we were going slow, because like, no, not yet. But we're building. And then the nonprofit came 3 years later. We were thinking about it. I'm like, no, let's build our foundation. Let's get a reputation. Let's do this. And so we both balance each other. I'm like, no, we gotta do this now. I'm like, no, we gotta do this now. But we just had that foundation, because no matter what happens, like, even with the new leaders, like, it's gonna stand. Like, they're gonna do great. Like, there's a foundation there.
It's perfect timing, actually. It all ended up being perfect timing.
Y'all doing it the right way, you know. I mean, y'all make sure to keep y'all why for why y'all do what y'all do, you know.
Why is always.
And I love and not being. I'm sure you may have a little bit of disagreement, but just to make sure I work things out, make sure I'm on the same page, you know, and not getting to the point I get so big, not getting so big that like politics, or like all that stuff getting away between your relationship, you know.
It's great to have like different opinions and to have votes on things is really cool too. Because before it was just like it was just us, and it was, and we, you know, we worked together great too. Like everything that we did, you know, in complete agreement of. But yeah, and laying the foundation and all of that. But yeah, I think it's really nice to have like 1, different opinions, 2, new ideas, and 3, like votes on things too. It's really nice. It's nice to have like, like other opinions on things.
Yeah. Perspective. Sometimes we get so tunnel vision
exactly.
and like, I never thought of that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, it gets back.
They bring a lot of new like energy and
all about
ideas.
energy. Remember?
Yeah.
Bring new energy, different energy, you know.
And it's great to balance the work too, because with so much work, and so it's so great to have like. Now we have a team of 7.
Yeah.
You know, we've had a team of 5 for the past year.
Wow.
Now we have a team of 7. It's so cool to be able to balance the work, and there is so much work. Like it's so crazy. I don't think we ever imagined there being like as much work as there is. But like really, it's there's a ton. So it's nice to have like.
That's cool. Yeah. So I did imagine all the work they're gonna be. You know.
Not the outside of running work.
Yeah, we thought. I guess it's true. I guess we thought it was just gonna be like running, and having fun, and taking pictures.
There's so much more behind the scenes. So much more.
Yeah.
So definitely, you know, you have an app too, right? You have an app.
No. Oh, we had a sign-in.
Oh, sign-in, yes.
And maybe crossing fingers we'll have.
Maybe we're gonna have an app.
We're trying to work.
Okay, we just put out there. We're gonna have apps soon. There we go. Yeah.
So you can track your runs and you can see how many runs. So we have something really special. Everybody's like, how do you guys give away a shirt? Again, we plotted out, we invested ourselves into this dream, and it has flourished. And after 10 runs, you used to get a free T-shirt. So you're sporting our free T-shirt right now.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
And so people love that. Like they're like, what? We get a free T-shirt.
Free stuff.
We built the sign-in system, and it checks them off. They get an email that they can receive their free T-shirt. So we're expanding on that idea where now they can open and see their accounts. That's our number 1 question we get. When do I get my shirt? Now they'll be able to see. And now, actually, maybe we can announce that. So we received a grant from the city of San Diego, so a nonprofit, giving back to our community. And our Thursday run is going to be called the community run. So we've always been for everyone, but really it is going to be for everyone to come out from San Diego. And we have a new incentive program. So we'll have a shirt, water bottle, and other goodies as you progress. You know, keep you motivated to keep moving your body and stuff. But that's where the app came from. Like just to help us manage it.
And it's really cool. Actually, like that's another thing that we were like really intentional about was what started as like us wanting to give like a gift to our first runners when we gave them their first T-shirts. We just had we just made a batch of T-shirts. That was our first run of T-shirts, and we gave them all away to all of the runners that were consistently running with us the first few months that we were a club. And then we loved it, and that's when we decided to expand on that. But it became something even bigger than that, because to give free merchandise away is to have that accessibility for people. And sometimes like merchandise purchases can be like a barrier for people. Not everybody can afford to buy a T-shirt or something, you know. And so I think having the T-shirt program that we have has been so cool. Just that everybody has the opportunity to have SMRC regardless of like, you know, how much money you have or like how fast you run or like, you know.
They feel included, like they can still represent out there in the world wearing our gear and stuff. That's feedback we got, so.
And people take their SMRC shirts with them all over the world. All over the world. So it's really, really cool to see that.
To see people in London, England, representing. So that's pretty cool.
And it'll be nice to expand on our gifts too. I think people will be really excited. So that'll happen really soon.
Okay.
Kicks off October.
Okay. Awesome. Oh, that's great. So, I mean, get close to the end. So, what next in store for both of you? You know, let me transition this step down. Y'all got day jobs also. So you run. So what y'all day job? What y'all do?
I work for a diagnostics company. I work in the biotech industry. I'm a molecular biologist.
Okay, there we go.
And I work in the fitness industry. So I work in the CrossFit industry.
CrossFit, yes. Big fan of CrossFit. Vegas, Oh, that? No, CrossFit. Yeah, everything CrossFit. Yes. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so what next? Just take a step back. Just well, okay, never mind. Well, just like and so what next? What next in store? So, what are you gonna what
I
next?
think I want to like focus on me
Okay.
for a little bit.
Right.
I don't know. I think trying to figure out like what next like race or competition or anything that I want to do is gonna be fun. And I'm really excited to show up as a runner.
Okay.
And
Just a runner.
yeah, just showing up as a runner.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to focus on the next things for SMRC. Like the next,
Okay.
we have so many like big dreams. We've had huge dreams since like day one, and so like things that we still haven't accomplished. And so I think it's gonna be really fun to start like working on those, chipping away at like those other dreams.
Okay.
It's like we got a lot.
Yeah. For me, I really want to expand on making trail running more inclusive, especially focusing with women of color, and expanding on that.
Yeah.
I think that we have a great trail running community here in San Diego,
Oh,
and
the best.
connecting with them, and really, I
Okay.
think this year we were able to represent San Diego out at Broken Arrow.
Yes.
4 San Diego Run Clubs. We had South Bay Trail Runners.
Yes.
We had Urban Trail Runners.
Yes.
We had Santa Mujeres.
Okay.
And SD Trail Runners.
Okay.
So like,
Yeah.
I want to keep opening doors.
Okay,
And like, we have San Diego. We love San Diego, but like, there's so much more, that we can do. And stuff.
It is.
So that, just and then personally, I guess. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
I just moved to Oceanside, so like I'm
Yeah.
trying to exploring the trails and community out there.
Okay.
But still working behind the scenes at Santa Mujeres and supporting our future goals.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think one thing that's really cool we should mention too is that
definitely.
Because of a lot of the work that Priscilla has done in the trails and just what we have done, like just kind of representing out there, even locally, we are now in the Running Industry Diversity Coalition's like trail toolbook, which is really cool.
Wow.
It's this really like huge, I think it's like 45 pages of like information on trail running, like from everything from like how to fuel to like just like how to just go out there and get it done, and there's like tons of resources in there, and so we're a resource in there as a trail running group, and that's definitely because of Priscilla.
Yeah, it's really special because since the beginning we also wanted to focus on the beginner curious runner, right? So I think with Thursday we really reached our goal there, and then now to the trails and to be considered a welcoming
and
trail
it was the same
club.
thing. It was the same thing about like just being curious about being on the trails. We started by hiking together, and I think I always wanted to be a trail runner too, but I just didn't really like kind of know. And it's hard. Like I have to give it to Priscilla. Like
I know.
Like the races that Priscilla asks me every year, "Do you want to come on this race with me? Do you want to come on this race with me?" And I'm literally a chicken, and I'm like, no.
Oh, man.
So like I have to hand it to her. Like we wouldn't be where we are in the trail community without her. But that was also something that we always wanted to have. We wanted to be able to expose people to that. And we're doing it. So.
They're definitely doing it big. You like recently the advisory counselor for Broken Arrow Sky Race, one of like the biggest trail running events, I guess.
It's worldwide known.
So definitely that's a huge thing, So
that was me taking a chance, shooting my shot, right?
Oh,
Do I belong in this space? Can I make an impact?
Yeah.
And Brendan from Broken Arrow was so welcoming. And I got an invitation for the advisory council, and it's been 2 years, and it's been huge impact. My initiative was inviting run clubs because community is so important. When you show up to these spaces that you don't think you belong, but if you show up with your crew, and that's what Santa Mujeres does, we should roll in deep everywhere we go. You feel safe instantly. You feel welcome and because you're at least with your community. So that initiative grew the second year. We went from 5 run clubs to 20 run clubs, BIPOC focused run clubs. Invited and 100 runners.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and again, like, we talked about opportunities that we get, but we're bringing the whole crew with us.
Definitely, that's good stuff, just all by the crew, for bringing everybody else on, And so y'all doing it, you know. So I definitely impressed, you know. Yeah, so y'all inspired me, you know, to see what y'all doing. Yeah, so it definitely is just a privilege, you know, to do this, to sit down with y'all and finally able to do this. Like I know, but I've been in my mind, you know, to interview y'all for a couple years, you know.
But this is a special one, 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. This is
it was
special.
meant to be. Like it had to come to this interview.
Yes, yes.
I feel like so solid as a group and as an organization. It's just like everything feels so good and right.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I definitely appreciate it, you know. But before we end this, but you know, I like to end the balance of motivation, you know. If you could think about balance, your balance of motivation will make you continue to do what you do. Y'all do. Tell me, what's your balance motivation?
I think just being a resource for people to move and try something that they maybe didn't think that they could do. That's just like my reason. Like being in, like working in the fitness industry and being a runner and being a coach and like my mission is just to make sure that, especially like coming from a family that like, you know, my family isn't the healthiest family, coming from a background where like we're rewarded with food, we're rewarded
talk about
with, you know, so I think just being a resource for people to like move and be healthy and try new things,
be an example,
the reason.
live an example.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look what I could do. Look what, you know, you do this now.
And just showing people that they can do it.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
They can do it. Like,
I
we
like
can
that.
do it, you can do it.
Love it.
Yeah, I just have to agree. Lead by example is definitely one of my values, and I am fueled by others like reaching their goals and believing in things that they didn't think they could do.
Okay.
That is my motivation and keeps me going.
Okay. Now, I know one more question, and I'm running out of time, but I got it. I know y'all inspirated to so many. You just inspired to Caesar. You know, who inspired y'all? You know, who y'all inspired? My last one.
I think Priscilla inspires me a lot. I think our club, the community.
Okay.
Yeah, just wanting to like achieve the next thing, I think, for us, and that's kind of checking our goals.
Yeah, I would say the person that goes out there to try something for the first time, but also is humble and supports others. Like just seeing Santa Mujeres support each other, like it's two of us, right? And then this club grew into 50 on a Thursday. We can't do it right there, so to see what we've inspired in others to support each other and make their best friends, that inspires me to keep doing the work. I think we've had women on there that have made their best friends. Like who said I could make a best friend in my 40s, 50s, and they're like best friends.
And we're family now.
Yeah,
we're all
family now.
We're all family. Yeah, definitely.
Like,
It's a beautiful thing. You know, great to see that the past 5 years. You know, I saw the growth. You know, just running to y'all like 4 or 5 years ago when I first getting started, and have y'all interview. My first interviews, you know, with other running group leaders, you know, on Zoom, you know, and just to see how y'all can be consistent, you know, and put y'all love and passion into it, you know, and people can see that, and people see that it's a safe place to go to, you know, and just be inspired and do things that was done before, you know, that's balance, you know, so and so thank you. So before we leave, you know, anything y'all want to say that I haven't asked, anything you want to leave, you know?
Just thank you. Yeah. I'm really grateful that I've had the last 5 years to do this, and I'm excited for, you know, the rest of the work, all the work that we're going to continue to do. But really, it's bittersweet to step down as the Thursday leader. I'm a little sad, but I'm really excited.
That's okay.
So, and it's just because I love everybody, so it's just going to be a little bit of an adjustment, but I'm really excited to switch to like a support role.
Last words, todo se puede con Santa
Mujeres.
You can do it. Okay, I like that. There you go. Well, thank you, Virginia.
Yes.
Priscilla, for joining me today on Live Run Balance Show. Thank you for making the time, able to get the time work out. and just allow me to be a part of this. Allow me to be a part of this ride, Yeah, so definitely, I am on the ride, on this ride.
Thank you for your support all the years.
Absolutely, So I just enjoy just being support, and just hanging on in the back, So that definitely good. And thank you, Milestone Running Store Non-Part, for allowing me to take up your space again. Leslie for behind doing the camera work. Caesar doing what he do best. And just thank you to the running community. I'm grateful just able to do this. And yes, and thank you for joining me for another episode of the Little Round Balance Show. Living a life beyond the boundary you set on yourself. If you do that, see what they're doing? Hey, it's possible. Thank you, and see y'all next time.